is an amateur contest fought in the bantamweight division under 135 pounds. And the first fighter to enter the octagon into the blue corner. Let's hear it for Jack Young. And his opponent entering into the red corner. Let's hear it for Kanan, Scotney. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He hails from Nottingham. He's 22 years old, stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighed in at 135 pounds. He fights for Allegiance MMA and has a mixed martial arts record of 4 contests with 4 wins. Let's hear it for Jack Young. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He hails from Nottingham. He's 19 years old, stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighed in at 135 pounds. He fights out of Liberty Gym and Spirit Dojo and has a mixed martial arts record of 1 contest with 1 win. Let's hear it for Kanan, Scotney.
Against Kanan Scotney in the white shorts, 1-0. So 2 guys, both with wins, both know what it's like to go in there and get it done, and undefeated records of both these guys on the line. Scotney with some very tidy hands early on, Dave.
Yeah, beautiful little right hand around the corner there. Hard to tell, but looks like he carries some power. Nice little low kick. He's got the tie shorts on, gives away his style.
Scotney reaching a little bit. Young, great,
beautiful.
Great athletic exchange there. Young straight in on a single.
Yeah, almost a sacrifice throw there from Jack Young. You don't see that very often, and wow, what a slam. That really, really got the attention of Kanan there. He's really struggling with that. I think he's still trying to recover, Ben, now.
Kanan Scotney, you're right, Dave. The eyes looked a little glazed there. He really got slammed down hard. Would have knocked all the wind out of him. And Jack Young, to be fair, is capitalizing on that in exactly the way he needs to do. And he's isolated an arm now. Now he's got mount, and here come the punches, you'd think.
Referee Leon Rotz warning him for grabbing the cage there. Oh, beautifully gets both hooks in there.
Straight round to the back.
Slip those hooks in effortlessly, Ben.
4-0 amateur for a reason, Dave. Very dangerous prospect. And has he got the neck? It looks like he's got it under. He has. He's got a short choke under the neck.
Gives it up as his man rolls over, but he just back in the same situation now. Jack Young on his back.
Jack Young on him like glue as Scotney tries to stand up.
Scotney just trying to survive this grappling onslaught here from Jack Young.
Jack Young with a lot of pressure, and now he's got the arm under, but the 2-on-1 is preventing him from completing the choke. And Young is relentless with this assault, Dave.
Looking for the choke again. Is it under the chin? That looks like it could be slipping under there, Ben.
And from this position also the neck crank becomes a real possibility as you look to lock in the short choke. So we see the size of the gloves becoming an issue. Can't quite lock it in, but a lot of pain generated here. We've seen a lot of fighters tap simply from the pressure and the neck crank. Incredible work from Scotney.
Yeah,
not only come out of it, but it's starting a beautiful judo throw there.
Definitely, Ben. He's definitely got a judo background. I mentioned the sacrifice throw earlier on in the round. And now another throw, and you just don't see it very often. I only wish Josh Facepalmer was here to call the correct names.
Rubber guard coming in from the bottom from Kanan Scotney as he looks to control his man's posture. But Jack Young has shown him, Dave, that he's not here to make the numbers up. 4-0 record, and rightly so. Scotney's been in some very tough positions, and Dave, and the turning point for me was that huge slam.
Yeah, absolutely turned the round on its head. I mean, you can see the Thai shorts of Kanan Scotney and the way he came out throwing the low kicks, that he's definitely from a Thai background. But then the grappler Jack Young, some fantastic judo throws. Definitely got some experience as a judoka, I'd call. And did well to just turn that round on its head, because he did look a little, I wouldn't say nervous on the feet, Ben, but Young looked a little pensive. Kanan Scotney came out of the traps very fast, but did really well to get it back down. And as you say, Ben, definitely 4-0 for a reason.
So round 2 about to get underway. A referee all the way from the UFC, Mr. Leon Roberts, between these two great young bantamweights. Jack Young in the black shorts, 4-0 record against Kanan Scotney. The white shorts, 1-0. Both undefeated fighters, as we said, Dave, and what a first round that was.
Yeah, fantastic round. And from Kanan's point of view, he's going to be very careful here in these stand-up exchanges not to overcommit, because he doesn't want to be clinching with Jack Young. I say that, Young in a single, Kanan does well to defend it. Little knee on the way out. Got a pummel in now.
Beautiful single in a reverse there. Turned his man and landed straight in a side control. As we've said all evening, Dave, at the levels of guys we're seeing in the amateur divisions, there's a lot of professional guys who'd be very proud of a takedown like that.
Yeah, the level just improves year on year, Ben. And, you know, the likes of Jack Young at this amateur level, at this age, just simply wouldn't have been around 5 years ago.
Fight UK is a promotion, Dave. Let's not forget, always nurturing the amateur ranks through. Ran a separate amateur promotion at one point. So really trying to get the young fighters through, giving them an opportunity to fight. And what is a big show environment. And fighters like Jack Young and Kanan Scotney are a testament to that and passing the test. Went straight round to the back, and it looks like he's got the neck. Dynamic work from Jack Young, but Kanan Scotney once again rolling through, and now maybe looking, can he get a triangle? It looks like he's got the leg locked in. If he can pull his leg, just slipping away. If he can pull the leg.
Posture up, Ben. He's got to posture up quickly. This could be all she wrote.
Hasn't got a lot of time. Jack Young locking it in. Kanan Scotney looking to strike, but there's only a finite number of shots you can land from there.
Let's turn the corner. That's going to be tight, Ben. Hard to see from our vantage point.
And goes for the armbar as well. What a submission display from Jack Young.
Fantastic work from Jack Young.
But similarly, what hard from Kanan Scotney.
That looks very tight in there, pulling down on the back of the head now.
What a battle this is between Jack Young and Kanan Scotney. Kanan Scotney, all credit to him, Dave, not submitting in this tough situation. Jack Young really got that locked in, but needs to get the leg a little bit lower down.
Yeah, from Scotney's point of view as well, he needs to work his left hand that's inside the triangle round the thigh just to create that bit of distance. Although saying that, he's punching, so he's got to be comfortable there. But, you know, the base one defense, as well as posture, is just to pull that arm that's within the triangle position there, round the thigh of Jack Young, just to create that little bit of distance, make his back and shoulder area a bit broader. But I'm surprised with...
And it looks like he's out, and he is.
Yeah, I'm surprised with the experience that Jack Young's clearly got. He wasn't able to land that choke because it looked very tight. All credit goes to Kanan Scotney for getting through that. Fantastic round again here in this amateur fight that I've just been informed, Ben. This is going to be a bantamweight title eliminator. So the winner of this fight will get a shot at the title. Both guys, Ben, definitely look worthy of that. But at the moment, it's the grappling game of Jack Young that's coming out on top.
And with that in mind, Dave, I do believe our champion Joe Rice will be looking on with a lot of interest in this bout as he looks at his opponent potentially. Joe Rice, a very talented guy, bantamweight amateur champion here at Fight UK. But what a performance from these young guys. Jack Young showed some dynamic grappling, but you cannot teach the kind of heart that Kanan Scotney has shown in this fight. The triangle, when it came first done for me, they've looked locked in, and the angle as he isolated the arm looked on as well. What heart from both guys.
Yeah, from Scotney's point of view, he's not showing, with all due respect to him, the greats of technique on the floor. You know, there was times where maybe he could have employed a wall walk or worked on his posture in the triangle. But who am I to judge what he's doing, because he's still in there and definitely stood up. He's a huge danger to Jack Young.
Young knows exactly what he wants to do, Dave. He wants to close the distance. And we look at how the fight started there, and Scotney like edged backwards a little bit. He's a bit pensive about coming in and committing a bit too much. Maybe he feels he's 2 rounds down. There's a real case probably could be made for that. Obviously, not got our judging heads on this evening, but from the action that we've seen, Young in the ascendancy quite a lot in those opening 2 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, from Kanan's point of view, I think he's got to keep it rangy, probably look to land those chopping low kicks, but he's putting his leg in danger of being grabbed hold of, and Jack Young doesn't need much room to secure a single takedown, as we've seen.
And I think the thing from Young as well for me, Dave, is that the punches and the takedowns are coming from very unorthodox angles. We talked about the judo at the start, and he tried to hit the sacrifice throw straight in on the single, and this is a technique he's had a lot of joy with. Transitions to the double and uses the overhook to take his man down. And this is relentless grappling, but much credit to his opponent as well.
Kanan could be going for a ride again here, Ben. He doesn't want to stay in this position.
A 1 over 1 under position that we see in judo so often. The likes of Rick Horn, Caro Parisian, we've seen throw men from this position. And the sacrifice, but doesn't quite get it, and that's always the danger. Now he's transitioned straight to the arm. This is a real submission assault from the bottom from Jack Young.
Yeah, a little inkling there to why sacrifice throws aren't often used in MMA. When they go wrong, you give up position. But again, I mean, I'd have to wonder if he has a judoka background, because those guys are looking for the sub as soon as it hits the floor, what with the time limits. And the way he went for that arm. Kanan Scotney, Ben, I like what he's done there, standing up.
The submission assault that Young has presented on the floor. Certainly, why would he go where he knows his opponent wants it? He's got an edge, stood up. His striking does look a little crisper. But once again, straight in for the double. Can't quite get it, but got a hold. And now go for the guillotine himself. It doesn't quite get it, and the knee right through to side control was beautiful there.
Yeah, Jack Young showing grappling experience beyond his years here at Fight UK 9. A fantastic show of skills from the young man representing the Lions Derby.
Jack Young, to be fair to him, his opponent holding on the neck there. Scotney underneath, got to be careful of the Von Flue choke coming in from this position. You hold on to that headlock for too long. But from Young's point of view, he's on top and he's in a dominant position. He'll happily let his opponent hold his head all day if he can maintain this and maybe land a short knee or two to the body.
Yeah, especially as we said, probably being ahead on the scorecards as the 10-second clacker goes.
And straight again, attacking. Once again, falls back to the bottom.
Fantastic fight here at Fight UK 9 between two very handy bantamweights. Jack Young, excellent show of grappling. Kanan Scotney did well to hang in there in some precarious situations, Ben. Showed some great tie when he had the chance to. But for me, Jack Young's grappling, Ben, just a bit too much for him.
All 3 judges have rendered a unanimous decision, scoring the contest 29-28 in favor of your winner. From the blue corner, Jack Young. Well, let's hear it for a very gallant runner-up. Let's hear it for Kanan Scotney.